You do not, brother.
More than anything
Okay.
else, we're gonna do
What is this?
Nice guy must die.
Nice guy must die.
Nice guy must die. Nice guy must die.
What? Sad. Pepe, sad poser. I got you, bro.
This is my house on the street. Here's my car.
Is this a YouTube video?
This is a 2-bedroom brick ranch, conveniently located.
It's the final day of February 2008. A 47-year-old man living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, named George Sedini, publishes his very first video to YouTube under the channel MOS B46PGH.
I paid $79,000 for this in
Damn!
1996. That's considered a lot, believe it or not.
79,000, holy shit!
How George Pittsburgh Lives was almost like an old-school house tour of sorts, as George proudly displays the outside of his home, before then doing the same inside.
Open it up. Oh, someone left it unlocked. That's not good. Inside, okay. Pan to the other side.
Seemingly making a point of mentioning every minute feature in the otherwise dim and empty home.
Here's my big screen TV. It's my computer, couch and chair. They match. Dining room set.
Hello, JonnTsai. How you doing? What's up? What are we watching? We're watching Nick Crowley's YouTube's Darkest Channel number 7.
Shoebox full of old pictures.
My bad, I had food in my mouth.
Anyone who may have stumbled upon this strange video or Sedini's channel in general back in 2008, it would likely come off as entirely uninteresting and far from anything disturbing.
I was gonna say,
however,
he's just doing a house
to those
tour?
who find it today, this couldn't be more different, as the account carries with it a layer of disturbing context due to the events that transpired after this first video was published. Events that have since transformed the MOS B46 PGH page.
Do you think he had somebody in his basement? No way, right?
YouTube's darkest channels.
Dude, I bet you he has someone in his basement.
Do something so she remembers your name.
I bet you guys.
Make sure he's someone you can
I bet you he has
trust.
someone in his
Be
basement.
careful, is all I can say.
I'm gonna post this and see what comes back.
I'm sure most of you guys have heard about the TikTok ban at this point. And honestly, there's something about it that's been bothering me. You or I could do a simple Google search and in a matter of seconds find countless different data broker websites.
Is this an ad?
Pretty much anyone's personal data for just
Oh, this is an ad read.
And not only can anyone do that,
Oh my god, we're going through an ad read?
If you watched the news at all last year, you were bound to see countless different
This
big
shit got nothing to do with
companies terrible
YouTube.
security getting hacked and having their data leaked. But as much as those
Who had
companies
this computer right in the
claimed to be
vision of the
victims,
front
it was
door when
our
it's
data
open?
that
This
was
guy's
leaked
already
out to the dark
crazy.
web. Data like your phone number, your email, your home address, and even your social
Okay,
security.
because I react.
So if the government could ban
Because I
TikTok
react to
over
other people's
data
videos,
privacy issues,
and
then
I'm not
why
that
aren't
I'm
they
stealing
doing more to
content,
protect us
but you
from
know what I
these
mean? Like
shady
I'm reacting to their
practices that
video,
are
their original
actually
work.
affecting our day-to-day
I always
lives?
feel bad
The
if I skip
reality
their
is
ad
it's
read.
on us to
So
take
out
care
of
our own
respect,
safety.
I will
And that's
not
why I
skip their
use
ad
Aura,
reads.
today's sponsor.
Most of the
They
time,
identify
I
these data
99 like
brokers
I
that
almost
sell
never
my info
do.
online and submit opt-out
Out of
requests
respect, out of
on my
respect.
behalf, as well as
But
keeping
yes,
an eye
if
on
I
the
was
dark
in
web
real
for
life
me,
right
sending
now,
me alerts if they find out
guys,
my personal information
I
has
would
been
never
exposed.
watch
They'll
this
even
part.
immediately give you a heads up if someone tries to
Wait,
use your data
Aura-
to access your
wait,
credit or
Aura-
bank accounts. That kind of proactive
Wait.
protection is
Oh
literally
wait, didn't Aura get like? Wait, wasn't Aura the same company with the ring? Wait, they're literally the same company with that one ring that was like taking people's information and it was accessible online, right? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same company.
nowadays. So if you're ready to take control of your online
Low-key,
safety,
hell yeah,
go to
John
my
W,
link
yeah,
at
just out of respect, just out of
aura.com/Nick
respect for them.
Crowley to get your first 14 days completely
Hey,
free.
but hey,
which will
but
give
if you
Aura
want to
more
go
than
buy an
enough time to
Aura
save
stuff
any of
for
your
Nick
personal
Crowley, hey, go ahead and
information
support the
floating around out there
man.
on the web. Don't wait until it's too late. Protect yourself today.
Little hallway.
It's just skip if it was me.
2 bedrooms. To the right is my bedroom.
Without any context,
This
it's hard to
old-ass
know
computer.
what the purpose of George Sedini's first video was. If
The
it even
computers
had
looked
one
at that
all.
like that in
The entire
2008.
thing just felt so
My computer screen is
random.
crazy.
But within the footage itself
Well, it might be
was
a
one
TV.
clue that hints at the fact that George actually had a very specific reason for uploading this, with that clue coming in the form of a book on his coffee table.
Oh
Okay, come
shit!
over here, there's some reading material that we're all familiar with.
8 young women. Booty. What does that other one say? Booty? Oh no, body secrets.
It was called How to Date Young Women for
Hey!
Men Over 35, which
Damn.
was about as creepy as it sounded.
My first guest today.
My man tried to be like Leo DiCaprio.
51-year-old bachelor who says if you're a single woman over 30, you're a dating has-been. Please meet every woman's dream, Don Steele.
Its author, Don Steele, had made a living as a dating counselor
Wow,
and
what
life
an
coach,
asshole.
creating various books and programs that were geared towards socially awkward
really
men,
said you're cooked.
exploiting them with the promise that someday
You're
they'll be
cooked.
able to get the younger girl
This
of
guy
their
was the
dreams.
original Andrew Tate, bro. He's the original grifter.
Even after they reached middle adulthood, and all that they had to do was pay for his course, pay for the book, and dedicate themselves to becoming more desirable. And George Sidini was the perfect target.
Do you have that book?
Despite
No.
having a successful career as a systems analyst at a law firm, he struggled to maintain any relationships with the women that he met. It had been well over a decade since he last had a girlfriend, and
Okay.
despite desperately wanting one, George just seemed to lack the ability to connect with women on any level, even
Wait, there's an Asian girl in the background, but also, there's no way this is true, right? He's honestly a pretty good-looking guy. Maybe he's hella weird. He's a pretty good-looking guy, and he's making a lot of money. Like I would trust him.
as just friends. And as his isolation began to grow,
Like not a bad-looking guy, right?
so too did his obsession with finding a girlfriend.
Oh.
George had nearly given up these pursuits too.
Oh, no, he's
until
crashing
he was
out.
introduced to Don Steele's course.
Oh, he was
viewing
gonna
the
crash
program
out.
as his last real shot at human connection, obsessively reading the book to the point that he was supposedly able to recite passages by memory alone. On top of this, he would also attend many of this supposed guru's in-person seminars, with some of his visits even being captured on camera and later posted
Ooh.
onto Don Steele's YouTube channel.
Ooh.
It used to be down here. It was called a codpiece, and it's gradually over the years moved up here. So it's read like an erect you-know-what.
And it was in these
What?
courses where George was subjected to all sorts of bizarre and unsettling ideology.
Turn around here, look at me, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do today more than anything.
Did he really just
Oh.
say his tie looks like an erect penis?
We're going to
Do you have a
this.
Valentine's?
Nice guy
It's the
must
15th.
die.
We're cooked.
But despite agreeing with this man wholeheartedly and following all of his work, George was still making very little progress.
Can you be
which
my
was evident by
Valentine's?
the
I'll
footage of him
absolutely
attending
be
these
your
seminars,
Valentine's.
as he appears incredibly nervous and kept mainly to himself. And so, recognizing that George had much to improve on, he was
My
given
goodness,
an assignment
Airtie,
by
join
one
the
of
stream.
his
My Wi-Fi goes crazy. I
instructors.
think you
He was
cursed me,
told
John.
to film a video of his house,
sorry.
so that
It's
the
a video.
instructors and everyone else in the class could see if he was really making himself and his environment desirable enough to any woman who might come over.
Okay.
Okay, couch and chair, they match. The woman will really be impressed.
Knowing this,
that's
the
ugly.
footage feels so much
That was a very ugly
lonelier,
couch and chair, by the way.
as it was almost like he was trying to sell
Dude, 2008 wasn't even that long ago. Like, this video looks super old, I think, because of the editing. If we're being honest, 2008 was not that long ago.
his way of living as being good enough for a partner
Like,
that he was really no closer
I
to
was in middle
finding.
school.
There's something
Ooh,
so
never mind, that was a
depressing
long
about
time
it.
ago.
And this wasn't his only video.
That book, man, weird as hell. That book is weird as hell.
It is easy for me to
100%, guys. Like, look, I mean, I understand being a lonely guy, especially because like if you never grow up, you never get the chance to like really like talk to a girl, to like really know how to talk to women and all that stuff. But if you're ever caught reading a book like that, you're probably cooked. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be better if you just go out there and just find somebody who likes the same things that you like, and you go out there, you work on yourself and shit. Like, that's 100% gonna work, bro. Try to like game the system and game yourself into getting a girl is crazy work, right? That shit like never works in the long term.
For my emotions.
This takes place in 2008. I thought it was 30 years ago. Oh no, it's 2000. Yep, it's just because the video looks really crazy, right? But it's 2008. Also, SCRSSAW, thank you so much for the follow.
One more day. Take a long drive in the car.
His name is
listen
that,
to
by the way. It's some
music,
crazy spellings.
Daydream, or just do some mundane task around the house.
Gay, has he watched?
that
Wait, I
really
already
doesn't need
watched
to
it.
be
I
done.
watched it earlier.
It's not too
But-
important. And
Yeah, for anyone who's checking up on the Vivino stuff, I watched it earlier, but I'm gonna post it later today, hopefully. So I'll have it up later today on YouTube.
one more day, and one more day turns into one more year.
Months later, on June 23rd, 2008, George would return with an upload he had filmed inside of his basement. And in it, we get more insight on just how severe his isolation had become. Though he still held on
Also,
to
thank
a
you so much
sliver
for
of
coming from
optimism
YouTube,
thanks
yo.
to Don
Yo,
Steele's
W man.
course.
Now, RDS says that I have approximately maybe 15 more years to be successful at this.
Ooh.
And when I heard that, I wanted to continue immediately to start moving on this. I didn't realize I had that much time. So,
Bro, this guy's acting like that book is like the gospel. And in 15 years, I'm cooked. I look at this guy, I've never trusted him.
what my objective
Dude, if I met him as a girl, I feel like as a normal girl, I'd be like, he's not bad, right? Like, I don't know.
is to be real and to learn to be emotional and to be able to emotionally connect with people.
But if I
Before
heard
he
him talk,
eventually reverts back to talking about his uncanny desire to find a younger woman.
have you seen the Russian
Because
sleep
when I'm
experiment?
10
I've
to
not.
20 years older than she is, she has to feel good about this thing.
Ending the video with
Dude,
hints of
my issue is this, okay? If we're being honest, right? I don't know if he knows, like, if you're just honest with the world, because at this point, this guy's older than me, and I know the truth about this world, right? If you are this old, realistically, and you're dating a younger girl, most likely speaking, that younger girl is in the relationship because of the monetary value that you can provide for her, right? Most likely, like the chances of you being 35 plus years old and you're dating like a 20-something year old and they're not in it for the money, they just do it because they love you and shit, is so unlikely, right? If you find like a 30 plus year old, if you're 35, you're likely to actually find someone who wants to be with you and all that stuff. Much higher, greater chance of success in the future. But like, if you are going for like a young mid-20s, like maybe teenager girl, like 19 years old, like that's just not gonna work, bro. Like, you gotta be rich.
Future.
How old is he? I think he's 35. I think.
I'm gonna post this and see what comes back.
He could be older, right? Like, he's definitely not in his 20s. This man, like, 30.
He would never upload again.
Ooh.
And soon after, it appears George gave up trying, essentially accepting his life of loneliness. But while this would be the last video made to his channel, he wouldn't leave the internet entirely. Soon after this final video was posted, a website was launched called JonnTsai.com, which served as a place for George to blog about his emotions. And while something like this could have been beneficial for him, this website would instead only serve to capture his descent into madness. An immediate red flag was raised by the very first text you see on the website, as George wrote, "Why do this? To young girls? Just read below."
What?
I kept a running log that includes my thoughts and actions after I saw this project was going to drag on, with the line serving as some sort of bizarre disclaimer, though with no other context.
What?
George's entries began. December 22nd, 2008. Time is moving along. Plan to have this done already. I will just keep a running log here as time passes. Many of the young girls here look so beautiful as to not be human. Very edible. After joining this gym, started lifting weights and like it. This early post encapsulates what this blog would be focused on. Young women he would see throughout the day, his time at the gym, and his plan. This plan was never expressly stated on the website, but it was something he obsessed over, mentioning it in every single one of his posts and dubbing it
Edible
the
crazy.
exit plan, even going as far as to provide a date and time for it, January 6th, 2009 at 8:15 p.m.
He shot up
Before
LA
this day would
Fitness?
come,
he
however,
did
He
not.
would provide further insight.
You
into
think his
just
plan
how
was to
lonely
shoot
he
a bunch of young
was.
girls?
Moving into Christmas again.
At the
Last
gym?
Christmas with Pam was in 1983.
Imagine.
Who knows why? I'm not ugly or too weird. No sex since January 1990 either. I was 29. No shit. Over 18 years ago. I actually look good.
Wait.
I dress
29 at 1990? So 10 years, 2008 plus 8, 18 years. So in that, he's like 47 years old. Man, this guy's old. Bro.
good and clean.
Okay, he said, I'm not ugly or too weird. That part, I'm gonna say you probably are weird. Probably. I actually look good, I dress good. I mean, that's all an opinion. From what I saw, he doesn't look bad for his age, right? For a young, like, yeah.
Shaven, bathe, touch of cologne, yet 30 million women reject me over an 18 or 25 year period.
What? That
That's
doesn't
how I
even make
see
sense.
it.
How do you even, that's not, he's lying. Wait, this guy's nuts. He said he got rejected by 25 to 30 million women. That doesn't even make sense, bro. I could be on Tinder every single day with the ugliest photo of me ever, bro. I could be on Tinder every single day, bro, right? Every dating app. I'm telling you right now, there's no way in my life am I ever gonna reach out to 25 million to 30 million people, bro. There's no way. That isn't. He's literally lying. He probably got rejected like probably like 11 times, and he's all of a sudden it's like millions. Like, come on, bro.
30 million is my rough guesstimate of how many desirable single women there are.
Oh, he's saying that there are 30. Dude, he's nuts. He's saying that there are 30 million single women that he wants, that to him is desirable, and they're all rejecting him simultaneously at the same time. I'm like, brother, 90% of them, 99.9% of them, they don't even know you exist.
With several other posts of the same nature, the day eventually came for his big exit plan, January 6th, with George writing one message that afternoon. I can do this. This log is not detailed. It is only for confidence to do this. The future holds even less than what I have today. It is 6:40 p.m., about an hour and a half to go. God have mercy. I wish life could have been better for all, and the crazy world can somehow run smoother. I wish I had answers. Bye. Despite this appearing to be his final post, George Sidini wasn't quite finished, as he would come back only hours later, writing simply,
It's
It's 8:45 p.m.
He pussied
I
out.
chickened out. Shit.
I knew it.
I brought the loaded guns, everything. Whatever George Sidini had been planning that day, it was clear that his exit plan was something incredibly
you are
disturbing.
serious?
And based on his use of guns, plural, it was likely not just an exit plan
What
for
if he was
himself.
rejected 600 times? I'm not gonna lie. if you are well, because systems analyst, right? If you're a well-off 47-year-old man, I don't think you would get rejected by 600 young women. I think eventually one of those 600 attractive young women to you would eventually say yes if they knew like you were a systems analyst and you're making hella money, right? 100%. Did I spoil it?
He didn't go through with
It's almost there. You good?
In fact, he seemed to have dropped the plan entirely, as months would go by without any update to his blog. Though this wouldn't last, as in April of 2009, he began posting yet again, with these entries being even more disturbing. July 23rd, 2009. Wow, I just looked out my front window and saw a beautiful college-age girl leave Bob's house across the street.
Damn!
I guess she got a good lay today. College girls are hoes. I masturbate frequently. He is about 45 years old. She was long-haired, hot little hottie with a beautiful bod.
But you don't know.
I masturbate frequently. The strangest part of this entire website was, according to those he worked with and the neighbors, they all thought George was normal. A little off, sure, but it appeared that these disturbing thoughts and plans were kept solely in his blog and solely in his mind. But on July 28th, 2009, this would all change. George had boarded a Port Authority bus that day and took a seat, carrying with him some sort of duffel bag, and as the ride commenced, he unzipped the bag and began to fiddle with something inside of it. An anonymous man sitting next to him noticed this and curiously leaned over to see what he was doing.
Thank you, Lillian. Happy Valentine's to you too.
Hand was what appeared to be a grenade. The stunned passenger ran off at the next stop and immediately alerted the police. But bizarrely, nothing actually came of this. No explosions happened that day, and upon police eventually tracking down Sedini 2 days later, he was searched, but there was no sign of this supposed grenade.
What?
And the man who had reported this incident was unable to positively identify him. And so, George was released, allowing him to continue on with his day, and to continue on with his posting. August 3rd, 2009. I took off today, Monday, and tomorrow to practice my routine and make sure it was well polished. I need to work out every detail. There is only one shot. Also, I need to be completely immersed into something before I can be successful. I haven't had a drink since Friday at about 2:30. Total effort needed. Tomorrow is the big day.
Bro, this is what is crazy to me. I'm not lying. If this guy just took 20% of the energy he's doing to do this blog and to do this whole plan and just did that into like getting better and then meeting women that are his age, bro, he would be okay. No, this guy's
I chickened out. Let's see how
that's
this
crazy
works. Maybe soon I will see God and Jesus. This was
You're
the
not
final
seeing
update
heaven,
made
brother.
to JordSedini.com, and unlike his previous attempt at carrying out this exit plan,
this man is not seeing
this
heaven.
time he didn't back out. On August 4th, 2009, George Sedini would enter an LA Fitness in Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, and walk directly into a woman's aerobics class with a duffel bag in his hand. He then dropped his bag on the floor with a loud bang before he closed the door and shut off all the lights. In a moment of darkness and confusion, one witness recalled that she felt the presence of someone who didn't belong there. Before total panic would ensue, everyone was just screaming so loud. At first, I didn't even think shots were being fired. It was so surreal.
Oh my god,
At that moment, George Sedini had brandished
oh my god, you were dead ass!
2 guns from his bag and opened fire on the group of 30, all of whom were women, which was entirely the point. In that dark, cramped room, George would discharge his weapon 52 times, striking 12 different women and then himself.
Did he kill anybody?
Of the injured, 49-year-old Elizabeth Gannon, 38-year-old Jody Billingsley,
They're not even young women.
and 46-year-old Heidi Overmeyer.
Bro, he just killed a bunch of like not that young would have made it okay, but like I thought his whole goal was to crash out on like young women. Like what?
would tragically lose their lives.
Bro,
while
that's
the others were
crazy.
left with permanent injuries, both
That's
physically and
crazy.
mental. It wasn't hard to find a motive. George had spelled it out right there in his blog.
Yup.
He desired women so much that his inability to ever gain a real connection with any of them turned his infatuation into pure hatred. And this is how he wanted—
Bro, dude, what? This doesn't even make any sense, dog. Like, no, there's no way. Like, you weren't even trying. This guy was not even trying, bro. Like, what?
to make them pay. And the ironic part is that this
I
was—
understand being frustrated, right? But I'm like, you are not trying. Dog, I'm sorry. You are not that ugly. You have a house. You have a well-paying job. You go to the gym. There's no shot, unless your goal is to aim for like a 20-year-old. There's no shot in your life that you're not being able to find somebody. There's just no way, bro. I don't believe it. I hope you never turn up. Like, I'm not. I promise you, I
It's
won't.
all so avoidable, as these plans were
this is
heavily
too
implied
crazy.
on
Like,
his
I'm not.
website,
Yeah.
which had been publicly available online for roughly an entire year. Yet no one cared enough
Crazy.
about him to ever look.
It is easy for me to hide from my emotions for one more day.
Knowing what we know now, George's channel is highly disturbing, as it
Is it
shows us
still
a
on
glimpse
YouTube?
into a mind on the verge of completely snapping, and a
What a
last
bum.
gasp
Yeah,
attempt
100%.
at achieving normalcy
Dude,
by a person who would
crashing
go
out
on
on
to
innocent
become a
people
monster
because you are like
and didn't get what he
insufficient
wanted.
makes no sense to me.
Just everything I need. Well, that about sums it up.
Hi guys, I am with Lewis. Just having a little drink.
Mark Williams always dreamed of being a YouTuber.
Hey!
He had grown
What is with this kind of parkour?
up watching
I just kind of wish I kind of wish he wouldn't put a filter over his videos so I can see how these videos look like when they're not this scary. You know what I mean? Like, how does his video actually look like?
parkour content on the site,
Yo,
becoming
W
attached
parkour
to both
content.
its many talented creators and the hobby itself, eventually becoming so inspired by it that he launched his own channel in 2019 at the
Okay.
age of just 15, with Mark hoping that someday this channel would make that dream of his come true.
Okay.
The page went by many names over the years, but eventually Mark would settle on the moniker Displays.
Display, I
And
like that.
depending on who you ask, his
UK
videos
free
were
runner.
either extremely impressive or extremely irresponsible. They
Probably
showed
hella
scenes of
dangerous.
Mark high atop buildings, jumping rooftop to rooftop,
Did he
climbing
fall
on massive
down?
abandoned cranes, and fleeing from security guards and the
Oh,
cops on more
I
than
bet
a
he
few
fell down.
occasions.
Police are on the way already now.
Yeah, they'll catch me then, won't they?
Often seen with him was his younger brother, who he had grown incredibly close with, which was due in part to the fact that Mark was somewhat of a loner and didn't have many friends in his own personal life. Though according to his mother, this wasn't necessarily by choice, as she explained that he did desperately want friendship, and he was incredibly caring. He just had a habit of making the wrong friends, describing Mark as trusting to a fault. Mark's longing for camaraderie became especially apparent not long after the launch of Displace, as his brother slowly began appearing less and less in his videos, forcing him to do these free runs by himself, which he
Oh.
implied was something he didn't enjoy nearly as much.
My brother, who was part of the channel, Ben, he's not now. I don't think he's coming back at all.
Why?
He ditched me, leaving me by myself, and I've got a problem with talking to myself as well.
This, coupled with the fact that he was dealing with the tribulations of growing up,
Okay.
led to his uploads on the channel becoming
Yeah, he's
more
too
and more
young to be
sporadic.
doing this. I was gonna say, like, dude, just learn, right? Like, just practice talking to like the camera and stuff. You'll be okay. But I get it. He's a kid, and then like I get it.
As he would often go dark for a few months, only
brother
to
got a
return
job
with
and
the
moved
promise
on?
of
Oh
more
my
consistent
God.
uploads.
Alright guys, don't know if you can see me or not, but I promise you Displace is coming back.
That often never came. It was clear that he still longed to be a YouTuber. He
Okay.
just needed some sort of a spark.
He
And
needed
sure
a-
enough, at the end of 2020, he would find one right in his own comment section.
He met up with a.
In a since-deleted video, Mark would receive a comment from a man named Lewis Ashdown, who explained that he was a big fan of Mark's content and that he would love to join him in an upcoming video. As they
Okay.
both just so happened to live in Uckfield.
Okay.
It was exactly what Mark had been needing, a friend. And not only a friend, but a friend he could make videos with. And so that's exactly what he would do.
Can the
guys, I'm back
can
here
the other guy parkour or nah?
Lewis, and we're going to do the water treatment facility in Uckfield on the industrial estate. See you in a sec, guys.
From their first meeting on, Lewis became a core part of the Displaced channel, leading to the two growing closer by the day, with Mark speaking about this bond on a live stream in March of
Okay.
2021.
If you're going exploring at an abandoned pub, yeah, keep your mate with you. Make sure he's someone you can trust.
Yeah,
You know, and be careful is all I can say.
I like that. Yeah.
Because in the video where me and Lewis climbed the college, you know, I was constantly looking out for him because he did get dangerously close to some of the edges, but you know, that's what life's about, isn't it?
But despite finding his new parkour partner, Mark still had other issues getting in the way of his uploads, as he was now 18 years old and was facing the reality of having to get a job, forcing him to put his channel on the back burner. Mark discussed this struggle and the
Hey, that's me.
many others he was
Is that
facing
me?
at the time in that same March livestream, with his tone about Displace's future sounding less than optimistic.
I'm surprised
been
he's not making enough
talking
money
to
on
Louis.
this place though. It looked like he had like 12,000 subscribers. Like he could be making some money.
It's seeming like he wants to get back into climbing and stuff. I haven't actually done it since Christmas, and
Oh.
I've got a bad back. It's been getting worse and worse lately. Don't know why. I need to go to the hospital and have myself checked out. I am not sure where my channel is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing these videos. I don't know if I'm going to be doing different videos or whether I'm going to stop completely.
But unlike other times when he had gotten down on his channel, this time he wasn't alone, and his friend Lewis was there to have his back, as he pushed Mark to continue his work, even showing up in the comments of this livestream under the name Moral Unknown, where he went as far as
this is low-key kind of popular though. I'm surprised. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm surprised. Oh, he had 1.5K, not 12K. Oh,
that they could.
But like, look at this chat. I'm not gonna lie, this chat's lively.
Next video.
I could live on this chat. You know what I mean?
We'll do Buxted Hotel first video back.
I could.
And sure enough, just days later, the two would arrive at Buxted Hotel to begin filming yet another video.
Hi guys, I am with Lewis.
The goat.
Just having a little drink.
This would be their last on the Displaced channel.
No.
As not even 2 months after it was uploaded, both Mark Williams and Lewis Ashdown would vanish without a trace.
Did they fall? Wait, they posted this and
it was the waning hours of
wait. Were they live streaming that climb or they posted the climb and they just disappeared?
Saturday, May 29th, 2021, Mark met Lewis at the Maresfield Recreation Ground to have a few drinks and discuss their next potential video. Though once there, it was the drinks that took priority, and very quickly Mark had become intoxicated, leading to him calling his house to tell his aunt, who he had been living with, that he would be heading back now. On the call, his aunt could tell that he was drunk, but Lewis chimed in to assure her not to worry, telling her, "I'll get him."
I used to watch a lot of true crime, but I'm a little scared, so I'm gonna leave. But enjoy, John. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. This is not scary. It's like weird. Maybe it is.
Which made his aunt feel slightly better. After all, it was only a short few-minute walk back to the house anyway. Instead, 12 hours would pass, and Mark still hadn't made it back, while Lewis himself also failed to arrive home. At some point during their short walk back, both boys had disappeared. They were reported as missing the very next morning, and the area they were last in was combed thoroughly, though very little was uncovered. Around them had been large pockets of forest and murky bodies of water, leading to some questioning if perhaps the boys had gotten lost, or even had fallen into the water. Though regardless of the theories, as a full 24 hours passed, many began to fear the worst. Until something strange happened.
Did they fall in the marsh?
Reports began pouring in from witnesses claiming to have seen Lewis. Some thought they saw him leaving a local pub the morning after he supposedly had gone missing, while others had seen him at a local movie theater, seemingly completely unaware that the whole town was looking for him. These sightings introduced the possibility that the boys were perhaps runaways, causing several pleas to be made throughout the press, begging them to come back home. But it would be the police who would find Lewis first, tracking him down at his friend named Liam Hansen's house.
Nah, he definitely, do you either kill the other guy or he knows? Because there's no way, you're with your friend and then you don't mention anything after. Nah, he's cooked.
There, the cops fired off a barrage of questions, as they not only tried to get answers as to where the
Pause the video and start playing happy music while watching it. It's not that scary, true.
But more importantly now, they needed to know
maybe I should have started watching this after midnight. Is it midnight there?
It was only ever Lewis that had been spotted. And even now, after searching this friend's home, Mark wasn't there either. So where had Mark Williams gone? Well, Lewis himself offered very little, outright refusing to speak on the boy's whereabouts. But his friend
sus! Nah, he knows. Dude, and bro, you should be immediately charged. Am I wrong? You should be immediately charged, bro. You're not willing to comment and he's missing and you're the only one that knows? Nah, you should be charged.
Wasn't so quiet, as when he was questioned separately, he claimed to know exactly what had happened on the night of May 29th, 2021, the day in which both boys had disappeared.
Yeah.
And he knew because Lewis had told him. According to the boy, the night that Lewis and Mark had met at the park, Lewis poured a cocktail for his friend.
Okay.
And then another, and then another.
Okay.
Each one stronger than the last.
Yeah.
Causing Mark to become drunk almost immediately. Realizing he was drinking too much, Mark told Lewis that he had enough. But Lewis persisted, outright demanding that he keep drinking, leading to Mark begging Lewis to let him stop. At one point, Mark's pleas finally caused Lewis to back off, as the boy instead agreed to make him a non-alcoholic drink, only for him to fill the cup with even more liquor when Mark wasn't looking.
Was Lewis trying to get at his booty? What is this? This is crazy to me, right? What kind of guy eggs on their guy friend to completely keep drinking when they're alone with each other? This guy was after his booty, bro! Nah, Lewis is sus!
By 11:30, Mark could barely stand, prompting him to make that phone call to his aunt, letting her know that he would be back soon. Meanwhile, Lewis had been so preoccupied with getting his friend drunk that he was still fairly sober at this point, and in his sober state, he promised Mark's aunt that he would get him home safe. Seconds after that phone call ended, Mark hunched over to vomit, which is precisely when Lewis pulled a large kitchen knife from his pocket and plunged it directly into Mark's back.
Okay, okay. What? Wait, okay, first of all, let's be honest. When he said that Mark bent over to throw up, and then I thought he said that's when the other Lewis pulled. I thought he was gonna say he pulled his pants down. I was about to say, oh, this going crazy. Wait, he stabbed him? No way, right? This shows that the parkour guy was struggling, but he was so young. He did not deserve to die like this, especially because he just met this guy online. You know what I mean?
Mark stumbled and asked Lewis to call him an ambulance, being unable to comprehend what had just happened. To which Lewis responded by laughing, before doing it again, and again, and again.
What?
This is what Lewis had told Liam in the days after the alleged attack, but as Liam recounted the story to the police, he made it clear that this wasn't just a tall tale, as he had actually seen it for himself. When Lewis had told him the story, he pulled out his phone and put it up to Liam's face, revealing that he had filmed the entire ordeal. And sure enough, when police searched Lewis's devices,
doesn't even make sense, bro. Wait, this guy's a fucking psycho, bro. Bro, I'm never mind. You know, you guys know how I said you know how I said I was gonna say, like, I was gonna go to TwitchCon and meet up with you guys, and we're gonna chill and shit. Never mind. Hey, I hope I never meet anybody ever again, bro. I'm never meeting anybody online again, bro. Hey, this is crazy. No, there's no way. Dying from an online stranger must be the biggest. Come on, bro. Watch your back at TwitchCon, bro. Hey, okay, I will say though, if I'm being honest, guys, I don't drink often. When I drink, it's always in a social setting, so I'm drinking with a lot of people, right? It's like usually a party, or we're out with like a dinner with a bunch of people. I never drink one on alone with anybody. But I promise you this, I'm never gonna be caught drinking alone one-on-one with another dude, bro. I'm sorry, especially one guy's trying to get me to drink and he's not drinking. The whole time I'm thinking that you're trying to take my booty, okay? Like 100%, I'm gonna be sitting there thinking this guy's trying to take my booty. Like, why are you making me drink and you're not drinking? That's weird. That's sus.
Though it was far worse than they ever could have imagined. On Lewis Ashdown's cell phone were 7 total videos depicting the attack, with the footage spanning...
So this guy did this whole shit and also recorded it.
...an hour in total, during which...
1
Mark
hour? Yo, John, want to drink?
Times, on top of having a number of other sadistic things done to him.
You say you wouldn't drink one-on-one with me? I would have to ask you why you're asking me to drink one-on-one with you. Right? Especially we're out in the woods, in the dark, by ourselves, and you're egging me on to get drunk? Nah, see, that's sus.
And all the while, it was said that Lewis was giggling manically. When asked about what he had seen in those recordings, Liam provided further detail on just how awful the attack was, recounting that...
So you want one? I'll be good.
Proper psychotic stuff. I was going into shock. I was shocked how he came out with it. I wanted to run and tell someone. This was clearly not a normal crime. It displayed a level of evil and hatred that goes past human
why would he do this?
And due to its brutality, police assumed that surely something must have happened between these two.
Did he just have a psychotic breakdown?
Of Lewis. But according to Lewis, this wasn't actually the case. Instead, he stated that he had simply found Mark to be annoying, and that he had been wanting to kill him for some time because of this, and had just been waiting for the right moment. Plus, he always wanted to know what it was like to kill someone. And that was it. That was his entire motive. Lewis Ashdown would be arrested the day he was found and later sentenced to life in prison, with parole eligibility in 25 years, while Mark's body was found dumped in a nearby body of water and eventually given a proper burial.
Bro, killing somebody
I'm back here with Lewis.
Killing somebody because they are annoying? No, that's a crash out. That's a crash out, y'all. You can just say no to the hangout, guys. Yo, guys, you can literally just say no to the hangout. You know what I'm saying? Just say no to the hangout. It don't gotta be this deep. Killed for being annoying? Watch your back, John. I'm not making friends anymore. This is crazy, right? Like, what?
We're gonna do the...
Bro, no, I'm scared. I feel... I feel like in my real life, guys, I'm annoying as hell all the time, bro. Like, there's no way. Like, now I gotta watch my back for real.
Water treatment facility.
With this context, Mark's channel is utterly devastating. All he wanted was a friend to film videos with.
Is his channel still alive?
But sure enough, as his mother had warned, he was trusting to a fault.
Yeah, trusting the wrong people.
Exploring at an abandoned pub. Yeah, keep your mate with you. Make sure he's someone you can trust, you know, and...
But, like, this is the thing. Like, he did so many things with this guy. Like, why would this guy just randomly do it now?
Which brings us to a disturbing
channel
revelation.
is still up?
Just months before he would kill Mark, Lewis was the one that encouraged him to get back out there and film with him, and based on his testimony that he had been wanting to kill Mark for a long time, it makes it very clear that he was doing this not to be a good friend, but to get Mark alone in an isolated spot, so that he could carry out his plan. And adding more weight to this theory, when they visited the Buxted Hotel, which Lewis himself had suggested during the livestream, Mark was uncharacteristically drunk.
Hi guys, I am with Lewis. Just having a little drink. Okay, so we'll smash this after we smash these.
Which was never really part of his channel before that upload. And Lewis was uncharacteristically nervous.
We're going to do a couple more bangers. Can't tell you what they are in case anyone's watching that shouldn't be watching. Who's watching? Well, no, I mean watching the videos. Because yeah, I know that the police do watch my channel sometimes.
Paranoid even of being caught by the cops, despite being totally unfazed in previous videos.
Paranoid? He said paranoid? Getting caught by the cops? And my thing to you is, why even just don't get caught by the cops by not doing it? Just don't do it!
Where in some he was literally being chased by security guards. And coincidentally, by the end of this video, we get an indication as to why Lewis was so nervous. Because he had been carrying a knife.
Damn.
All this leads me to believe that that night, Lewis pushed Mark to film a video in an abandoned location, then got him drunk, and was going to carry through with the murder, before eventually backing out for unknown reasons. And all the while, Mark was completely unaware, never once suspecting that the man he had been filming with had secretly been plotting to kill him.
That's crazy.
And one day would actually go through with it.
Little bro didn't know how to block someone online.
Now then, guys,
Yo, I really wish. No, this guy is. Dude, Mark, I feel so bad for Mark, bro. Mark does not deserve this, bro. Mark is a W. He's just a regular teenager that's trying to figure out life online, his real life. He's just trying to figure it out. Like, not a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to just lock in. And then this guy meets him online, takes advantage of the fact that he's feeling like very alone, maybe a little depressed, whatever. And then does this to him? Crazy!
Yep, I'll see ya.
Damn. Nah.
Stay on this side and go across. Well, this should be quite amusing. Enjoy.
Oh, this is a new person. Yo, R.I.P. Mark, man.
Joshua Brown started his YouTube channel back in 2010, a time when many individuals, including himself, used the site to upload random videos offering momentary glimpses into their lives.
Home videos.
Joshua
this is when this is probably when the when YouTube might have been at its darkest, but this is also when YouTube was at its GOAT time, right? When people were just posting home videos, having fun.
His mid-30s at the time, and had recently finished serving in the Navy, before eventually settling down in Canton, Ohio, where he focused on his many passions.
Red flag.
He loved driving, he loved technology, and he loved a little bit of danger. And soon, he became infatuated with a product that was essentially the sum of all three.
Tesla? This is recent.
For Joshua, these electric vehicles were a technological marvel and the future of the automotive industry.
Love technology, red flag.
With that dream eventually coming true.
Picking at my gums, yo. Thank you so much for the follow, bro.
Tesla Model S that would eventually become his life and his YouTube channel.
Hey, this guy got money. The Tesla Model S is expensive, right? Like the other Tesla, the Model 3 is like affordable, but the Tesla Model S it's expensive.
Focus. He began uploading
YouTube reached peak when Skibbity Toilet was invented by a visionary. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever created Skibbity Toilet, like, this guy is balling, dog. Every one of his videos is like 40 million plus views, bro.
Of his new car.
Like, he's good for life.
Rather than these focusing on the vehicle itself,
off a brain rot.
It was its most controversial feature that interested him the most: autopilot. The feature had become available for Tesla drivers in October of 2015.
Can I be honest? Like, even though that's tragic, that's not that scary. Like, that's not dark. It's just tragic, but it's not dark. Does that make sense?
Is exactly when
I kind of hope it's more than that.
Joshua purchased his car and began uploading these videos showcasing its possibilities.
He said, hey, no hands.
It takes all the stress out of it. Get to your destination slightly slower, but hey, at least now you don't have to worry about it.
Wait, back then I thought you had to have your hand on the wheel, right? And then the hack was to put like an orange there so that it thought your hand was on the wheel. But like you just didn't have to drive, but you still had to have your hand on it.
Yeah.
He wanted to essentially be a pioneer, providing an overview of what self-driving was really all about, breaking down the specifics and showcasing a
John
variety of
hoping
unique
the death
situations
to be
that
more
you might
tragic.
find yourself in if you
I
were
mean,
to
Loki,
use this driving
yeah.
mode yourself.
This section in here is going to be very, very difficult for the car to handle. We're filming this just so that you can see scenarios where the car does not do well.
Super dark.
So that you've got something to judge off of it when you're driving on your own.
Honestly, just do it in the morning, right? Do it in the morning with a lot of cars, and it'll have a lot more information than doing it alone at the dark, right? Is this still horror?
Make a point of doing
it's
so
never been
safely,
horror. It's
as
just
he never used the camera behind
it's
the
comedy.
wheel and always had someone helping him to avoid any accidents. But despite his focus on safety, it was clear that he was pushing the capabilities of this brand new technology, as at this point it was still in its infancy.
Oh my god. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Auto park? Wait, if you buy a Tesla, this thing can parallel park for you automatically? I might have to get one.
With one of the more
we definitely can't afford one.
More glaring red flags being the placement of his hands.
Here we are. Stop.
Can I turn off the sub badge? I would like just the heart and not John's gigantic forehead. I think you can though. I think
Go traffic on 271.
most cars can auto park. That's not true, right?
Car's doing it all itself.
When Joshua was shown driving, he hardly ever had his hands on the wheel, as he said he wanted to get the true experience of self-driving.
I mean, it's still
This was something
self-driving.
that Tesla had actually adamantly advised against, and even had visual and audible warnings if it detected that your hands were off the steering wheel. But Joshua seemed to find a workaround, as he instead used his legs to avoid tripping the sensor, while keeping his hands close by, ready to grab the wheel in case of an emergency.
My remote Todd is more advanced. Than a Tesla. Tesla's trash. No, Tesla's low-key trash, right? Hey, honestly, like, yeah, obviously, if you guys have ever watched those videos of those like electric vehicles in China or like Taiwan, it doesn't matter. Electric vehicles that can't be imported to America, right? Which is just Chinese electric vehicles. Bro, the Chinese electric vehicles, they fucking leap over Tesla like sevenfold, bro. The technology you see in the electric vehicles all in Asia are like SS tier, bro. Tesla's like they're honestly, Tesla is just a brand name at this point, right? Like Tesla is honestly just a brand name for EVs, and a lot of people, they don't know what to buy, so they just go with the brand name. But if you actually care about like specs and all that stuff, yo, the Asian ones are always the best ones. Unfortunately, they don't ship them over to America. I don't even know if they're allowed to produce them over here, so you just can't have one over here. I heard like if you and Tesla, then it ruined your skin. A Tesla, what? How does a Tesla ruin your skin? Like the EV radiation?
So that it is really actually hands-free is I keep my knees up because the tack works pretty good, but I can still get my foot down to a brake and just keep it like this because you can react so quickly.
It was clear that Joshua truly believed that this car that was driving him was safe.
Yeah, he's testing the limit.
Strengthened on April 5th of 2016. That day, Joshua had been driving his car on the interstate when a large truck suddenly merged into his lane, with its driver not even seeing his car. And before Joshua could even react, the autopilot kicked in and veered out of the way, avoiding what would have been a certain collision. Amazed by the event, Joshua would upload dashcam footage of the close call to his YouTube channel, where he praised the vehicle's response. Tessie did great. Excellent job, Elon.
Damn!
This video would immediately
This guy was a fucking, Tesla glazer, bro! This guy was the Elon glazer, man. This man would have voted for Trump 100%, no?
Exploding to over 4 million
not
views
Tessie.
between the two versions that Joshua had posted.
Are you still
But
gonna be
while the
live in
response-
3 hours? What time is it? Oh no, almost definitely not. Most likely not. I'm probably gonna play a little bit of Jump King after this because I need to catch up and secure my 6 subs from Die Cosmos. But otherwise, probably not. I can't imagine.
This video was overwhelming, especially for a channel that was accustomed to getting just a few hundred views. There was one
What is
response in
BYD mean?
particular that impacted Joshua the most. As Tesla's owner,
Oh
Elon
my
Musk-
god, even Elon Musk retweeted this guy! Yo, this must be like heaven for this man! You are still doing that money game? Bro, it's been like a month. Wait, what money game? Are you talking about are you talking about for Jump King? It's not been a month for Jump King. It's been like 2 weeks. But I don't know what money, unless it's a money game.
would repost the video on Twitter. Stunned by the tweet, Joshua would later state, for something to catch Elon Musk's eye, I can die and go to heaven now. He had no way of knowing then, but this would not be the last time that Elon Musk would tweet about him.
What?
Though his next feature would be under much different circumstances.
Oh, Jump King. Yeah, Jump King. Okay, yeah. Bye, love you, bro. Stay safe. Yeah, do what you gotta do, bro. Wait.
It happened just 1 month after Joshua Brown's video
he
had gone
died because of autopilot?
He was driving on Highway 27 on a clear sunny day at approximately 4 p.m. With open road ahead, Joshua turned on his trusted autopilot, and it stayed in autopilot mode for over half an hour, as at this point, his trust in the car was higher than ever, causing Joshua to seemingly lose focus on the road, as he was quickly coming up on an intersection where a massive 18-wheeler had been turning left, blocking Joshua's entire lane. Joshua was seemingly so unfocused that he didn't even notice it. Even stranger, the car itself didn't detect this either.
Yeah, how did the car not detect it? Why do you have submissive and breedable tags? You know what, Cade? I don't know myself. Also, thank you so much for the follow. I actually don't know myself. For anyone asking me why my tags have MPreg, breedable, submissive, fertile, I know fertile. I put fertile. I would put my fertile there. Okay, I don't know. I'm not. I think my mods put it. Crazy first message, W first message.
Despite the entire trailer being horizontal in their lane, this was due to its pure white body, as the sun was shining so brightly against it that, for whatever reason, it became invisible to the self-driving AI.
Oh.
And with neither Joshua nor the car registering the danger,
it just ran straight into it.
The vehicle would strike the trailer, going 74 miles per hour. There were no attempts by Joshua to even move the steering wheel, and the brakes hadn't so much as been tapped. The collision happened at full speed, and it happened so fast that the car drove straight through underneath, shearing the entire top of the vehicle off, and continuing driving full speed down the road, before it would eventually crash to a halt. When the driver of the truck rushed over to see the damage, Joshua Brown was already dead, and the truck driver could hear nothing but the sound of Harry Potter.
You can own it on DVD and video. The adventure
what?
is bigger.
Is this an ad?
Is stronger. Harry Potter.
Discovered in Joshua Brown's car was a DVD player, which many believe Joshua had used to watch Harry Potter while on that drive, thus explaining why he never reacted to the impending collision. Now this is something that
okay, this is as tragic as I thought it was gonna be. I'm not gonna lie, this part is kind of funny. Yo, but imagine if that was an ad read. Yo, imagine if that was the ad read. They could hear nothing but Harry Potter. This video, I want to thank J.K. Rowling. This video was brought to you by the 10th edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stones. Now he's with Dumbledore? Oh, you can't say that, bro. Come on, man. John, what's your rivals rank? My main is like D3, I think. I think D3. Also, there's a testimony of people that say that when they crash on a Tesla, the big yellow trucks that get cars, I don't know the name, gets the car without causing disturbances as fast as possible, and they went double than usual. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like I just had an aneurysm, brother. Like, like what did you just say? Rank so high. Yeah, it's like my other account's like platinum, something that I play with a friend. Yeah, but it's fun. It's a fun time. It's a fun game. I wish I played more though. I wish I played more.
It doesn't seem
I only play when my friends are on.
Proven or disproven.
Well, I'm the tank goat.
The accident was placed mainly on the driver of the truck, who had made that left turn.
Oh, I mean, this is tough. Oh, I thought he just ran into it head on. So this truck was going crazy. I don't even know if this car can react on time, right? Like, what would this car do? Can a human even react to this? If this guy turns right into your car? I'll play a little rank again. Now I'm plat 2. Congratulations, Bozer. Like, when AI fails and causes a crash, they take the car as fast as... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I see.
On the driver of the truck,
because they got to diagnose it.
And Joshua Brown, who had failed to pay attention to the road.
Damn.
It was revealed that during his 37-minute drive,
you're the one who almost worked for Tesla. That's true. I almost worked for the Boring Company. Damn. I would have trusted them with my life. That truck driver must feel so bad, dude. 100%. Like, why did he take that left turn anyways, right? Like, why even take that turn?
His hands on the wheel for just 25 total seconds. Joshua Brown always wanted to be part of the innovation of Tesla's autopilot.
Bro, he would have been big.
In doing so, he wrote himself into the history books as being the
Leak son or Valorant daughter. Shit, that's tough. Hold on, let me think about this. Shit. No, that's tough. I feel like a League Son, you know, you could, like, if he gets really good at League of Legends, it could be a good thing, right? Like, if you become a really good League of Legends player and you're a guy, like, it could be very good for your life, right? But, like, Valorant daughter, probably not so much. And League Son, if you're a mid, though, oh my God, being a mid-league son, oh my God, I'm canceling my life.
First person to ever perish.
Death is not an option.
And while this is no doubt a tragedy, his death has led to numerous safety improvements and a better understanding of the self-driving technology.
True. Hey, honestly, if we think about it, this guy's death, as tragic as it was, it probably saved a bunch of people. Am I right, fellas? Probably saved a bunch of people in the future, right? I don't want to be the one to say it, but like,
I just wanted to hop on here at the end and give a quick shout out to my friend's new podcast called Redacted: Declassified Mysteries with Luke Lamana. A lot of you probably
this guy didn't live long enough for Honda's self-balancing bikes. Is there really a self-balancing bike? That's actually pretty fire, bro. I prefer a son, daughter, and a League Valorant.
Government and military activity all across the globe, ranging from disturbed experiments to bizarre assassination attempts and all sorts of other crazy stuff. So I definitely recommend listening wherever you get your podcasts. Just look up Redacted: Declassified Mysteries.
Hey, W Nick Crowley, bro. His videos are always so entertaining, bro. I love Nick Crowley, my guy, bro. Nick Crowley is so good, man. He's actually so good. I wish he reposted more. Wait, how am I? Oh, this is my other channel. Screw it, I'll sub to him on this channel too, bro. Nick Crowley's honestly the go, bro. There's so much crazy stuff that happens on YouTube, but you know what's funny? It's always small YouTubers. I kind of wish one day. I know this is crazy, guys, but wouldn't it be fun if one day we had a really dark, not tragic, let's say dark, very dark thing happen, and it was like Mr. Beast, bro. You know what, like you know what I mean? Like something crazy dark, but it was like a YouTuber that was like huge that did it, not just like some random like small 1.7K. You know what I mean? Like that would be kind of fun, like low-key kind of fun, guys. Not that I'm hoping for it, but like kind of would be fun, right?